Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Have a look at the stats for him.
And he's got it going at the foul line these days. His free throw percentage looks a lot different in the last 10 games than it did earlier in the season. He's tinkering with a few things and really improved his form.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, the lengthy post pair. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, they've got Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell. And it's LeBron James. And it's Dort in at the 2. Now here's Jones. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Harrell. Kuzma outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul him.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Jones, the pass to Brooks. The shot that time, not on target. So the Lakers will take it the other way. LeBron outside. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Davis down low, defended by Jones. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, AD showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Memphis moving that ball around. They get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Melton. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
Dort misses. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the paint. Melton passes to Jones. Melton feeling it out a bit. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Tries it from 9. Misses off the right iron. The Grizzlies trail by 3. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Doesn't go for him. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. LeBron against Jones. The drive by James, and they double up Davis. Pass to Harrell. Clock at 6. Here's Dort. And again, no good by the Lakers. Outside, Jones trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Basket counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there. Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. On the wing, Brooks. The pass to Valanciunas. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Passes it to Melton. Lets it fly. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. Then for the Grizzlies. Markkanen, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. And it's Kyle Anderson in for DeAnthony Melton. Clark sets a screen for Brooks.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back. Oh! Yes, sir! Come on, bring it! Boy, really like seeing Bridges get up for these throwdowns, boy. Yeah, he's pretty creative for a young guy.
Caldwell Pope against Brooks. This one for three. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The offensive rebound, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against New York.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution. And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. .102 left in the first quarter of the game. It's good. This game is all even. Jones has got 5. The Lakers with the ball. And here is Bridges. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Jones, the pass to Anderson. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. At the tip, and Clark is right there.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The drive by Brooks. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Tie game in Los Angeles. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. Anthony Davis is out there with Harrell, and it's LeBron James, and it's Caruso in at the 1. A shake, and LeBron with the layup. James has got 6 points.
LeBron's game has a real shine to it, spit polished, and he's got a great feel of when to attack from there.
Pass to Favors. Memphis moving it around. Jones, the pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Favors. Here's Melton. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. And another shot. Offensive rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Outside, Jones fires the 3. And another miss by Memphis. The Lakers in the lead. Here's LeBron, and it's good, 2 points. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Jones.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
LeBron against Anderson. Over Anderson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Harrell finds Kuzma. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the middle. Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. And again, Memphis no good. Lakers leading by 3. Harrell, the pass to LeBron. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Jackson gets the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
James kicks to Rivers. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Some changes for the Lakers. Bridges comes in for Harrell, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Rivers. Brooks checked in for Memphis.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here's Melton. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Here's Davis. That misses off the backboard.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Down low. Davis against Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Anderson, a screen on James. The 11-footer. Brooks misses.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And finished off by LeBron.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
A fader. Offensive rebound. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Brooks against Caldwell Pope. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Clark in for Jaren Jackson. Markkanen from outside. Here's LeBron. And the dunk by James.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that free throw percentage of theirs has gone down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
Pass to Anderson. Shoots over Bridges. Rebounded by Howard. Los Angeles leading by 7. Bridges finds James. 1:07 left to play in the first half. And the shot is good.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to Melton. Anderson, a screen on McGee. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Knocked away. Anderson against Bridges. Dishes it to James. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now Brooks. Here's Markkanen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Have to give Markkanen credit there. Great job absorbing the hit on the shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, let's give it up. Let's give it up for King James. How many times have you seen him as his team's focal point? It's amazing what he does, and he continues to do it in this strong league.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Grizzlies' first half?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? We've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, the lengthy post pair. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. He hits both from the stripe. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Anthony Davis.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Passes to Melton. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. But they'll get another chance. Valanciunas finds Jones. Back to Valanciunas. Pass to Melton. Now here's Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. He takes it in. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
James, some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. Here's Melton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Outside for Jackson. Jones looking for an opening. A second chance effort. Count that one. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
The 3 from LeBron. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Right side, Jones. Brooks outside. Back to Jones. There's the drive, and Davis sends it back. And they're able to recover. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Memphis also making a switch. Derek Favors checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Caruso kicks to Davis. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Jackson down low. He's against Kuzma. That one drops for him. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. With the drive. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Memphis trailing here. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Bridges is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. The Grizzlies also making a change. Anderson's checked in. Brooks, the best of Favors. Basket, good. Favors has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Harrell trying to free himself up, and it's good for 2. Dort's got his first bucket in this one. For Memphis, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Brooks. Favors dishes to Brooks. It's Anderson with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, they've played with more hunger. Very impressive with the effort they put on the glass. I like that tenacity.
Outside, Davis. 8 feet away, over Jackson, and it's Davis missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Outside, Jones for the lead. They get the rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
And, you know, defense isn't done until you finish it off with the rebound. It's like the period at the end of a sentence. That's where they have to improve.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Memphis. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson.
I tell you what, fellas, we are watching a mobile big man do his work. So smooth for his size is Anthony Davis.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's Anderson. That one good for 2. Anderson's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Dort passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Well, you describe AD's games and you start running out of superlatives. I mean, when this guy is healthy, he dominates in a different fashion, but in similar ways to Tim Duncan.
Pass to Brooks. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Clark a screen on Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And the Lakers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Harrell. And it's Napier in for Alex Caruso. It's stolen by Jones. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And in a positionless league, Clark, those classic tweeners like Miles Bridges, who used to have trouble finding a role, are now pivotal to a team's success.
Yeah, you know, he's a real high-character kid when you look at Bridges, so you knew he was going to have a chance to max out his potential. A great athlete. He can play multiple positions. You can use him in a lot of different lineups. Still working on his three-point shot, but I'm sure he'll get better at that. And he's also trying to become a better passer, but he's the kind of guy that you want on your team because he gives you a lot of versatility and value.
There's the lob to Markkanen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And stolen by Napier. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Outside, Jones launches it. And the 3-ball is good. Jones has got 15.
And whatever it was at halftime worked because their offense.
Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Bridges out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then there's Howard. And it's James in at point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. 5 to shoot. Melton, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
You know, the power and intensity on display there from James, guys. I mean, giving the defense no other choice but to foul.
That free throw, no good. And the Lakers making a change here. Harrell's checked in, and he sinks the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Jones up top. James covering. At the top of the key, Clark. The pass to Jones. The 3. Unable to get that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Kuzma passes to Howard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jackson hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Passes it to Melton. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Jackson. Clark outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones, and it's blocked.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Jones in the post, guarded by Kuzma, but he stays with it. Another shot. Here's Valanciunas, and at last they get one to fall.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive. Yeah, strong move there, big points on that possession. In need of a bucket late, this is the guy you want to go to.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Making a change here. Dort's checked in. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Lakers trail by 3. James, the pass to Kuzma. Back to LeBron to tie it up. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
And again, Memphis no good.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Davis against Jackson. And it's Davis missing. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Brooks with no one around. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Harrell. Davis down low. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here's LeBron, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Boy, LeBron's taken a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
That free throw missing. So he can't get either to fall.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, is leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
It's stolen. And it's Memphis on the break. And there's the lay-in. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
And they double up LeBron. Davis against Jones. Harrell trying to free himself up. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
High percentage look that time from Anthony Davis, and that's one he rarely misses.
Brooks outside. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. LeBron with it. Oh, high post. Now the pass to Dort. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Over Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Davis looking for an opening. Driving in. Over Jackson. Harrell trying to free himself up. Davis can't get that one to fall. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Now here's Brooks.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
James in the post. He feeds it to Davis. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Passes it to Milton. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jackson finds Jones. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by LeBron.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Davis setting the pick for LeBron to take the lead. Count it!
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
A moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
up to Kuzma to play with the kind of heart and hustle on defense that's required. And he's versatile at that end of the floor.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, they didn't go down easy. What was the approach knowing that everyone's giving you their best shot?
We got to take it one game at a time. And we just got to play. We can't, go out there and think that we're going to win. We got to go out there and have a will to win and a sense of urgency.
Thanks very much for your time, AD. Congrats. Kevin, time's yours.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.